Welcome. I am hanging on to summer. I'm wearing my summer dress still today and sandals. It's a lovely sunny September day. I'm heading out this morning to a friend's. I'm currently sitting on my bed. Don't look at my bed behind me. It's not even made. I've been rushing around like a mad woman. I'm heading out to a friend's for lunch, and it was her birthday a couple of weeks ago. I've been in the garden picking some flowers. I've given her one of the little cards that acts as a vase. I filled a glass jar, or a glass vase, with flowers from the garden. And they look really quite pretty. I'm very happy with those. I hope she likes them. Anyway, I should have left already. I don't think I'm going to need a coat today, but I am taking my new tweed jacket that I bought the other week. I've tried it on and it actually looks quite nice. Summer dresses and tweed is obviously the way to go. Right, I must dash. I will catch up with you later. I can't wait. She's cooking lunch and she does lots of travelling. She's just come back recently from her recent adventure, so I can't wait to hear all about it.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat and
I've had a lovely day at my friend's. Just calling in to Waitrose on the way home. Apparently we need bread. I thought that I would tell you that this is on offer. This, as you know, I talk about a lot since I found it, a couple of months ago. Korres Greek Olive, I like the fig. This currently is on offer. It's 25% off. I grabbed one for my stock cupboard because I really like that. I've got it on today and it just lasts with me all day and it smells so good. Also, while I've stopped, let me show you. Got a little present from my friend. Did say she's been on her travels. She's just come back from Italy. Hold on, bear with me. Oh, look at this. Nice little bag. Look, I've got a gorgeous little Italian soap for my soap jar. That will have to go right at the bottom so that nobody grabs it and uses it straight away. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Look at that, I can't wait to put that in my soap jar at home. The heavens have just opened. Right, time to go home. I need a good cup of tea. I'm trying on my culottes. You can't see them from here, but I will take some photographs and add them so that you can see them. I've decided not to keep the culottes because they're pleated at the front and I'm an apple shape and I really don't need any extra fabric around my tummy area. They just aren't as flattering. The trousers were not pleated at the front, the tartan trousers, and they were a lot more flattering, and I can see that. But I've reached a decision and I'm actually surprised myself by the decision. I'm not going to keep either pair of tartan trousers. Let me show you the blue ones again. They are lovely and they're so flattering and it's a beautiful tartan. And yes, I do wear red and blue does suit me, but I've looked at my wardrobe and I've tried to make up multiple outfits and I can't. The outfit that I showed you last week, which I'll show you again, is probably one of the few outfits that I could wear with these trousers without me going out and buying more clothes, which I don't want to. I've got a denim duster coat that I could wear with it, but I'd have to have a jumper or something. And as much as I love them, at this moment in time, I'm trying to be really contained within my wardrobe and make sure that everything that I have works with multiple things. They would work with one outfit, which I thought looked lovely, but they're not going to work hard enough for me in the wardrobe, and therefore I'm not keeping them. If they go down massively in the sale in the future, I can always get them back. Or if I buy some things which I think, oh yes, look, those will go. But for now, I'd have to go out. In fact, I was out the other day and I was trying on a blue waistcoat, thinking, oh, that blue waistcoat would go with this. I was thinking, no. I've got a black waistcoat. I don't need to get a blue waistcoat. So for now, these are going back and the red ones are going back as well, which I am a bit disappointed about. If the trousers came in red tartan, I would absolutely jump at it. And I came to this conclusion the other day when I was out with Rowan. because I talked to you about this dress and said I wasn't sure whether I like this dress. When I put it on, I think it looks nice. Rowan says it looks nice, but there's just something about it. And I've realised what it is. This is blue as well. And it's not that the blue doesn't suit me. It's just I don't have the accessories to go with it. Really, for both the tartan trousers and this, I feel that brown boots would go better and a brown handbag. And of course, I'm all about black. Black, 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 all day, every day. And I don't want to start going out and buying new bags and shoes just to go with an outfit. Not for now. Anyway, at the moment, I'm trying to make my wardrobe quite tight. When I'm happy with what I've got, I can then expand it. But for now, these have to go back. I'm going to keep the dress because there's a charity shop find a couple of years ago. I can make it work and that's okay. But I don't really want to spend the money on beautiful wool trousers when they're not exactly what I'm looking for. Decision made. Me is in the kitchen and we just had a quick talk about it, and I remembered I do have this bag absolutely covered in dust. I do have this antique French bag which I love. There is a gap in my wardrobe, and the gap in the wardrobe is a pair of brown boots. If I have some brown boots, it would open my wardrobe up to new possibilities. I think brown would work better with those at the moment. Obviously navy or red, but it's the right decision for now. As disappointing as it is, it's the right decision. But I think that I will start looking out for a nice pair of brown boots. I can wear brown boots with black, obviously, and then it just opens me up to possibilities in my wardrobe. Who was it that I heard somebody said, I think it was Carla Rockmore, I've heard say, if you only have one pair of shoes, have a brown pair, because brown goes with everything, which actually I think is a really good piece of advice. So brown boots incoming. I just need to find some nice ones. Time to take my makeup off. I have just had a frenzy of an evening cleaning all my makeup brushes and makeup sponges, sorting out my lotions and potions, wiping down all my drawers, getting really organised. Now and again, I like to run down everything, so I use up all my body lotions and potions, and I just run them all down. So like I was saying to you the other day, that I wasn't rushing out to replace my what was it, Aesop, the cleanser. And actually then I was looking in my jar and I found that I'd got some other cleanser. I'm not liking it as much as Aesop, but at least I'm using it up. So I like doing that now and again, and then I can go out and replenish all the stuff. I'm also using my travel size things. I don't have many more trips planned at the moment, so I thought, well, I'll run those down as well, and then I can start again. Don't know whether you like doing that. I seem to be in a really organising my life phase. I've just done that, going through my clothes, sorting out what I want to keep, what I want to move on. I've been sorting out rooms, cupboards, all sorts. So yeah, definitely in a sorting my life out kind of mood at the moment. I'm starting my morning doing a bit of research. I'm actually visiting St George's Guildhall today in King's Lynn. Before I get out of bed, I've got a cup of tea and I'm just reading this magazine article. It's about the Guildhall and it's absolutely fascinating. They're currently investing lots of money to regenerate the Guildhall. And it's unbelievable to think that in around 1592 or 1593, that Shakespeare was likely to perform there. It's a major, major project for King's Lynn. I can't wait to go there later and have a good look around. I'm all ready for my meeting at the Guildhall. Thought I'd show you the jacket that I bought the other week. I really like this one because it has a black and red and green fleck. I think I'm going to get lots of use out of this. Going quite casual because I'm not sure what state the Guildhall is in at the moment. I don't want to totter around in a dress. Can't wait to go. King's Lynn is definitely somewhere that I haven't explored enough. There's a big focus on regenerating it and making it a bit of a cultural hub. It's in the pipeline, it's coming. It sounds wonderful. Just before I dash out now, I've arranged for the Boden parcel to be collected, but there is only one item in the Boden parcel at the moment. I can't quite bear the thought of parting with those blue tartan trousers. I'll give myself a few more days to think about it. They came in 2 separate parcels. They can be returned in 2 separate parcels. The red tartan culottes are definitely going back, but those blue tartan trousers really have got into my head. Imi has come along with me today. We're nice and early. I think the Guildhall is just over there somewhere. First of all, we're going to find a cafe and have a cup of tea. Really lovely sunny September day. And we're taking in the sights of King's Lynn. That's the Guildhall just there. This is Tuesday Marketplace. And there it is. It's amazing to think that Shakespeare was here in around, or could have been here in around 1562, I think I said. Incredible.
Very excited about this one. So, what you could have seen if you'd come here several years ago is this weird, like, fireplace shape in the wall.
Yes, yeah.
We knew it wasn't going to be a fireplace because it's got a great big beam going through it, so you're not going to have a fireplace there. But that always made me wonder, well, what is it? Because I remember this from being small and years and years and years. When we started doing archaeology on this, we suddenly realised, and we dug down, we looked at it, worked it all out. Suddenly realised this is what we call a piscina, which is a holy sink.
Oh.
So it's where a priest would wash the plate and the cup from the communion service. That then gives us a chapel. So what we've got here is a medieval ground floor surface in the Guildhall that no one's ever seen before. So it's a medieval floor on the first floor level.
Amazing.
And this is our only remaining little bit of medieval ground floor. Hi there. It's interesting because the medieval holy water sink drains inside the venue, and that's unique in this country. There isn't another one like that.
Wow.
And the reason is entirely practical. So outside of the by soaring through them to create this orchestra pit.
Yeah.
And we've got planning permission to put the beams back at the right height.
Okay.
And so to do that, we wanted to work out which order the beams should have gone in and whether they'd moved them around in the 60s.
Yeah.
So we've taken the orchestra pit out, which is why it looks a bit open at the moment, and we've put the beams upstairs, which we'll go and have a look at, before they come back down. But that's why this area looks a little bit messy at the moment. But what was really interesting and fun is that the sides of this orchestra pit, which we thought were just normal wood, turned out to be a sign for a business from the early 20th century.
Oh, really?
So it was quite, even that was quite a nice.
Yes, yeah, nice
story.
find.
Yeah, it was quite fun.
What an amazing building.
Yeah, yeah. It's in the world, I suppose. And it's underneath the largest scissor brace ceiling in the world as well. So you've got these two extraordinary survivals in this venue, and now we can see the floor, albeit when we've renovated the venue, some of the floor will be concealed again for safety, really.
Of course.
But it's really exciting to see. Then before that, we've got a 1709 theatre, and then before that, we've got an earlier theatre than that again, and then before that, we've got an earlier theatre, and then eventually going right the way back, we found the remains, and we'll go and look at that. We found the remains of the Minstrels Gallery, which is what we're allowed to put a Minstrels Gallery back into the right space where it used to be in the venue. A new Minstrels Gallery that will reflect the old one. So it's quite remarkable to have this incredible evolution of theatre spaces going right back to the very earliest, because the first recorded performances in the venue are in 1445. And we had several performances.
That's incredible.
That year.
Absolutely incredible. There's some 17th century graffiti just here. building.
18th century. So it's a lot of different phases running all the way down to the river, and at the very bottom end of the river we've got a very early Tudor warehouse. This one has an 18th century front but a Tudor back, and we now believe that this is one of the largest coal bunkers in the Tudor period. So coal was coming in off what was the quayside, which is still there, coming in here, being stored in that massive warehouse there, and then being taken out all over Norfolk from the base here. This is in memory of Lord Fermoy, who died in 1955, and that gallery became an art gallery named the Fermoy Gallery after him.
Yeah.
He was the MP for King's Lynn, and so we think it was very complicated in that period. It was but it was when the theatre was fully extended in 1766.
That was absolutely fascinating. So much history and so much has changed in the space over the hundreds of years that it's been a Guildhall. The Guildhall is about to close soon. If you get a chance to go to it before it closes, it's really worth it. You can see what it looks like before it's redeveloped. There's lots of work planned, and it is going to be amazing with cafes, studio spaces, art galleries, a theatre again. But definitely, if you get a chance, go and see it before it closes. My goodness, it's very blustery around here. We've come down to the waterfront. Can't think of a better day to do this. It's absolutely beautiful today. It's actually a heritage day on Sunday where lots of buildings are open, but by the time this video goes out it'll be at the end of Sunday, but I'm sure they'll have another heritage day, and it looks as though it could be well worth coming. King's Lynn is definitely somewhere that I haven't explored a lot of, and every time I come it makes me think I must come back and look at it more. Look at that door. Good morning. I've got my gardening scruffs on. I'm heading out into the garden. It's another lovely sunny day. That's all I ever say these days, isn't it? Which is great. September is definitely one of my favourite months. I have just had this parcel arrive. This is from Carol. Carol contacted me the other day. She's been following me for a couple of months, and she volunteers at Hilltop Farm, Beatrice Potter's home. So I'm assuming that's probably when Carol found me in the first instance. She was motivated to contact me the other day after watching my video where I said that I declined to work with a Chinese brand who was pretending to be a British heritage brand. I really love supporting small businesses, independent businesses, and British heritage brands. They're my favourite. So Carol asked if she could send me something, and I looked on her Etsy page and it just looked wonderful. I've got stuff here. Let's put my glasses on. So this is and it says, Mrs. Tiggywinkle advises hanging your poncho out in the fresh air every now and again rather than cleaning. And I've got a note as well. Look at that, how beautifully presented. Of course, I love that quote. Have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. And here's the letter. Louisa, I'm delighted to be sending you rosehip lined in Art Deco cotton lawn. Nearly all my ponchos will suit you. This has been an easy choice. Nevertheless, you really don't like it, then please shout. Thank you for agreeing to receive the poncho from The Fold, Cumbria. The Fold is the name of my sewing shed in our garden. Like yours, our garden is a work in progress, so I can relate to the hard work you show in the development of your outside space. We are both blessed to have can-do husbands. I love being at home, whether in the garden or my kitchen, or sewing, reading, entertaining friends, or volunteering at Hilltop, where I visit as a room guide every 2 weeks. Hilltop is my happy place. I can understand that. Through my time there, I've learnt so much about my heroine, Beatrice Potter. I'm a wife, mother, grandma with 2 kitties, Mittens and Shadow. Village life suits me very well. We are lucky to have a grocer's, butcher's, baker's and 2 pubs. Gosh, not many villages have that anymore. Sadly, we lost our post office in June, so we have to chat for now for post office services. So on that note, I'd better get a wiggle on. With warm wishes, Carol. Carol, this is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll do a proper photo another day, but absolutely stunning. Look at the detail. Gorgeous colour, and look at the lining. I will wear this with British pride. Thank you. I've had to get changed. I find it quite chilly out here. I keep saying it's freezing, but Mark and Rowan are telling me that it's not freezing, but I'm finding it really cold. Back on with weeding for me, and I think Mark is sorting out the trench. With another layer on, I'm finally ready to start work. Are we at the point where we're putting the wires up for the espalier?
Yes, rather annoyingly.
What's the problem?
It's just irritating.
Fiddly.
Yeah, really fiddly, because actually these come apart, but then you can't pull them apart, and you can't.
What are they?
They're the ends to the wire.
Oh, okay.
And then that's got to go into here. So I've got to get that onto there.
Are they the crimp? There was some crimp bits, I think, which we needed.
Yeah, I don't need to crimp them, but you have got these little locking nut things that go on there. It's not, well, you know what I'm like with fiddly things.
Do you need my help, or should I carry on planting rosemary? Bearing in mind I can't do fiddly things either.
Well, yeah, you might need some help trying to find them after throwing them over the hedge.
Okay, I'll get on with planting the rosemary for now. What I'm doing is taking rosemary from the other part of the garden. I planted a hedge all around the sides. I'm not sure whether it's working, so I'm just going to use it on this straight, and then later on I can decide whether I want to replant the hedge up the sides or just leave it as it is. It's a race against time now. We can feel drops of rain. It wasn't forecast today, it is forecast now, and it's started to thunder. Just a few more rosemary bushes to get in. Mark's got 2 wires up so far. We've done something. Hopefully it will be dry tomorrow. I can definitely see that it is going to rain now. It looks rather grey. There we go. 1 new rosemary hedge, which I will have to trim. Can you hear the thunder? As soon as there's a bolt of lightning, I will be running in faster than anything. Here are the espalier lines going in. We've done 45 centimetres from the bottom and then 35 centimetre spacing thereafter. Hopefully tomorrow we can get the brick path finished off if it's not raining. I can get the chives in, this can all be filled in, and actually we've decided to put the fig tree in here. Somebody contacted me saying what was I going to put in, and it was always going to be an apple and a pear, and then they said that they always fancied putting in a fig tree, and I thought, perfect, that is exactly what we're going to do, because we're looking for somewhere to put the fig tree. I can see a robin over there eating all the worms. Oh, it's really blowing something up now, isn't it? Look at that sky. It was just hailing, the heavens just opened, and it was hail for about 30 seconds, that was all. The heavens have opened, it's thundering and lightning, but the rosemary hedge is in situ and all the wires are up as well. I think we're going to have sunny weather tomorrow morning. Hopefully we can get the fig tree in, the path down, and a bit more planting. We're about to head out. This is all a bit last minute. We only arranged this with friends a couple of days ago. We're going to a pub that we haven't been to before in Norwich called the Steam Packet. Looks nice, award-winning pub. It's chucking it down outside and it's thundering as well. Therefore, I put my jeans on and some flat shoes. Let me show you the shoes. There we go, these ones. And then I paired it with a waistcoat and blouse. I'm assuming being a pub, it's not going to be too dressy, but if it is, I can get away, I think, wearing this with my jewellery. I've got my lovely And Other Stories rose necklace, a vintage brooch, and my Etsy beetle earrings. Trini London Paris on my lips. Oh, I have gone for some different eyeshadow as well today. I always used to wear black and white and grey. More recently I've gone over to bronzy colours, but I've gone back today. I think we need to dash. I'll bring you to Norwich and hopefully it will have stopped raining by then. Even got my rain mac. It's nice and dry here in Norwich. You can see that they have had the rain, but it's dry now. We've just come out the car park and that's where we're going. That was so easy. Oh, that was such a good evening. But it's so cold now that it's taking my breath away. It's freezing. Yeah, so we went to the first place. Even though we thought we'd reserved a table, there wasn't a table reserved. They didn't serve food on a Saturday. So we ended up the next day. It's a great evening, but oh gosh. Are you cold?
Freezing.
Oh, I can't breathe. Right, I need to concentrate on breathing and not talking to you. We're back in the garden after a very slow start this morning, after a very late but lovely evening last night. I'm going to leave you here and I will catch up again with you on Wednesday. Bye for now.